Anin, my friend Gabe was getting married and he wanted a boutonniere. He had given me some beading supplies from his father who went to the spirit world, and I found these really cool button covers in the supplies from his father. So I figured these are sterling silver. These are great. This will be beautiful for his wedding boutonniere. And I wasn't even sure at first what they were. I actually had to Google and found out that they were button covers. So I did a reverse Google search, and they open like that, and they slide over your button. And I thought, what a cool center for my boutonniere. This will go perfect. And I love the wolf. So I removed the tarnish on it using aluminum foil wine container, baking soda in there, boiling, and then you just pour boiling water with your metal in it. Please be careful. And it does remove all of the tarnish. And it is boiling hot water, so I did use didn't want to just go in there. It only takes a couple of minutes. The water is really quite hot. And look how shiny and bright that center is. And here I go dropping it. And but yeah, it turns out beautifully. And so I love using that when I find metal, anything that's sterling silver metal. That's what I use to clean it off real fast. And then anytime you do have anything metal, I'm going to glue it with E6000. You need to make sure that you kind of use a file and just kind of buff out the area, just a gentle scraping. You can use this for silverback gems, or if you see that they're like, shiny and look metally, the glue needs to be able to stick to it. So here I put glue all over it and spread it all over the little scuffed areas. And I'm going to place it on the button that I sewed to my foundation. So with that, I have these shells that my sister brought to me from Pakistan. She's visiting, her and her husband. And there's these beautiful, they're kind of like mother pearl shells. And I just thought these would make a beautiful flower petals. So I glued it down with E6000, again, my go-to glue for just about everything. And I went and put glue, as you can see here, on all the edges. So just a little bit of glue, because you didn't want too much to junk it up. But I wanted the seams, I guess, or the edges of the shell to be flat against that beading. I didn't want any beads to slip under there. I didn't want to be wonky. I don't want anything to come up there so it could pry the shell. So I placed a small amount of glue, and I placed it on all the edges of all these shells and went around my center to make it look like this flower. And after that, I used a jar lid and I made a circle around. My husband went and brought me circle things for it. But anyway, what I'm doing here is now there are 2 holes in each of these shells, and I'm going through that hole, and I'm going to pick up a little, this is a Mayuki Delicate beads, and they were mother of pearl colored, and they perfectly matched. I think you could also use a contrasting color to really embellish these shells. I think they're really nice. But so I just used that to kind of anchor each one of the shells. So I would go to the first one and then go to the second one and just kind of go up, pick up the bead, pull it down, and then what I would do is I would tie it on the opposite end. So each shell is very anchored. And this is a palette. And I sewed the pin on the back of the backing. And then all I had to do was edge. And here it came out. Beautiful. I love it. And congratulations to Gabe and Maia. And here they are on their wedding day. Miigwech.